And welcome to another NFL talk. I'm Nino, the greatest, the undisputed, the champ. Unfortunately, I catch too many damn L's this weekend, so not the champ this weekend. But what's up, Tracy? How you doing?
What's going on, gang? What's going on? Guys, welcome. This is week 3 now. We're starting to get a little consistent. We're getting this thing going.
Week four,
Trying to
actually.
week 4 of the football season. It's week 3 of
Oh
Sports
yeah.
Chronicles.
I got you.
Yeah. We missed the first week. We was late. So, nonetheless, welcome, guys. Episode 4. Yeah, episode 4 of Sports Chronicles.
Yep.
Before we get started. It's unfortunate. Nino said that we played last week, and we played last week. We did play last week. Played him in fantasy. Yeah. He played me in fantasy, and I told him he needed one more running back because it wasn't good enough. He thought Cam Akers would do the job. You want to let them know what happened, Nino?
Man, my team died, bro. It's just like, in the witness protection program, and you know what the sad part is, bro? I have my big boy money league, bro. My entire team just died.
Oh, man.
The only person that did something was freaking Nico Collins on that team.
Jesus Christ. Well, fortunately for me, I'm in 3 leagues and I won in all 3 leagues for the second week in a row. So I'm looking pretty good in my
I'm
league.
in 5, bro. So I went 3 for 2 actually this weekend on the bright side of things, because the one that I didn't think I was going to win, I actually won.
So I won the matchup against Nino. I got bragging rights this week, so I feel good. I get to talk a little junk and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but how you doing? How you doing this week, Nino?
I'm good, bro. I mean, it is. I mean, unfortunately, we lost to Dallas. I mean, we didn't play good football. We didn't talk about it now, actually.
Speaking of it, might as well get right into it. You already said it's Thursday night football. Cowboys against Giants.
I still think Dayball does not trust this guy, bro. Like, you're 4th and 3 and literally 3 yards. All you gotta do is get 3 yards, and you would have scored a touchdown instead of going for the field goal. I get it, you want to be conservative at times, but that's not the right time to be conservative. That tells you that he does not trust that.
I mean, granted,
but they went for it on 4th down a couple of times. It was not the red zone, which I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make no sense.
You have it.
So I don't know what to tell you, bro. I still think the Giants. I don't think the longevity future is Daniel Jones, but unfortunately, I don't want to go with another head coach with this man being at center for the New York Giants, because if he is back at center for the New York Giants, the new head coach, I think we're gonna riot. It's not we're just not gonna riot. We're gonna riot out there, bro. It's gonna be bad, because I do not want to lose another head coach with this quarterback being there. If you're gonna lose the head coach, you might as well get rid of everybody.
Nah, I don't think they bought to get fired though. I don't think they bought to get fired. I mean, it's tough because I mean I think he's on the last year of the contract anyway. So now I don't think they fired Daboll. I think what most likely would have happened is that you guys will probably get rid of Daniel Jones
and Joe Shaden.
you won't have any more guaranteed money on his contract. So you'll probably get rid of Daniel Jones. Now, when you guys go get another quarterback, if he is not getting the job done, then it's up for Daboll.
You can tell me that, yeah, here's a couple of plays that they couldn't catch, bro. This man still got a noodle arm. He's scared to throw the ball. He's scared.
Hey,
and it's like we have no offensive line. That offensive line is better.
I thought he played a pretty decent game, in my honest opinion. I just think that you guys have to correct the red zone issues, because you guys got down to the red zone a lot. You just couldn't capitalize on nothing. Yeah, you can't capitalize on nothing. So I think you guys just have to work on the red zone there, and it's already established. Malik Neighbors is a dude. That boy is
he's
a
that
dog.
Guy, bro. He's that guy.
Yeah, he's a dog. So if you guys could figure out that red zone issue, you guys are going to be tough. Now, like I said, I don't see you guys going to the playoffs. No offense or anything like that.
I don't think we're going to make the bro. I have no. I've been saying it. We have no expectations. I have no expectations with the football team.
You guys are pretty decent, even with Daniel Jones. I mean, he went 29 of 40, so he only really missed 11 passes, 281 yards. he has a touchdown or two with that stat line. It's actually a good, pretty day, and you
It'll be
guys
a good
probably win
day.
the game.
Yeah, we just gotta finish.
Yeah, so granted, you guys just probably got to finish.
And Dallas
Um,
over here, their fans over here talking about they're gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm like, bro, you guys just barely beat a Giants team, bro.
they
Like,
just lost Micah Parsons,
yep.
and they just lost Demarcus Lawrence for a couple of
Oh
weeks.
yeah, they're
They're not
done.
going nowhere.
But you know, they win a
And we're
game
gonna
or
talk about
two.
them in the previews of week 5 as well too. So we're gonna see who I picked in tomorrow's video for
Mm-hmm.
the Cowboys, since they like to talk. But that's just the fans, they're just delusional. Next game up, what you gonna get out of the way, because I know you hate them and you actually picked this game, right? I gotta give it to you because
Which which
you
one?
went out, I'm about to say it. You went out on a limb and you picked some good stuff for this one. Broncos upsetting the Jets. 10 to
Yeah, I
9.
told you, bro. Let's go.
10 to 9. Yo, that is one of the craziest games ever, bro.
First things first is the obvious. Salah and Rodgers are not getting along,
Yeah, no, they don't like each other. They
but
don't
it
like each other.
tells you that it's not Aaron Rodgers. It was never Zach Wilson to begin with. It is Salah. He is the
Yeah.
problem on that
Yeah, no,
team.
he's a bad coach. He's a bad coach. Yeah, I think his time is about to be up with the Jets. They go below 500. I think they fire Robert Saleh.
100%.
I think they fire Robert Saleh. Aaron Rodgers
Bro,
is
you
not
should hear
trying to,
ESPN New York, bro. They're killing this man, bro. Like they're literally killing this man.
because don't get me wrong, Aaron Rodgers is not what he was 3, 4 years ago. But dude, y'all scored 9 points. 9 points.
Yep.
9 against the Broncos. They just went against Baker Mayfield the week before.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I know what it is. I'm not saying I don't know it. I know what it is. It's Robert Saleh. Um,
You looking
yeah,
like
I
Brandon
think his
Staley out there, bro. Or probably
his
worse.
yeah, nah. Hey. At least they got somewhat of a defense, brother. They got somewhat of a defense because the Broncos only scored 10 points. So they have somewhat of a defense.
Bo Nix has Walmart receivers, but yeah.
Yeah, Courtland Sutton is pretty nice. I like Courtland Sutton.
This man bought honestly, bro, my opinion with Cortland Sutton, I just like he's that player that shoulda, coulda, woulda, in my opinion.
Nah, he got a bunch of what ifs. That ACL injury, I think, really messed him up,
Mm-hmm.
and everything. So yeah, but it's crazy. They won 10 to 9. Bo Nix had 60 yards for the game.
Yep.
Courtland Sutton had 60 receiving yards in total
Do you mean
for the game.
they just passed the ball this?
It's crazy because he had 2 other people that had three receiving yards, but then he
That's
had 2
insane,
other
bro.
receivers that had -2 and -4.
Nah, bro.
So, yo, it's one of the, if you go and look at the stat line for that game, it's one of the crazy. You're looking like, how did the Broncos win this game? Like, how is it possible that they won that game when their offense played that bad? It's mind blowing, bro. It is. I was writing down my notes and I'm
Either
like,
the
yo, I
Broncos are
don't even,
bad or the Jets are just that bad.
bro. I'm writing down my notes and I'm like, I don't even know what I want to put about this game because the stat line is crazy. Like, if I told you that end of the game, Bo Nix would have 60 passing yards and Aaron Rodgers would have 225 passing yards, who would you have thought won the game?
Probably the Jets. I thought the Jets
Right?
it should have been a
It's
winnable game.
it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. I don't know. They lose next week. I think
Will they
Robert
play?
Sala's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
the
we
first
talk about
coach
that next
fired.
week. Yep. Yep.
I think he'll be the first coach fired.
We can do this all day, bro. But I don't want to talk about the Jets. We can do this all
Yeah.
day.
No, that's it. Yeah. Next game, another one that you picked.
Hey, so you go in the games that I picked for. Okay, I like that.
Vikings beat the Packers 31-29.
Before I begin that Ryan Flores defense, bro, that man is cooking.
Yes, he is. Now, granted, I was wrong because I did pick the Packers.
I know you did.
But I did say that if Jordan Love plays, the Packers lose. I did say that.
I don't know what they thought. They thought they took a pick. They took probably some notes from Georgia just to come back after we're getting blown out. Like, bro, like, come on, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Jordan Love was all over the place. He started off really, really bad.
Yep.
And then the second half, he turned it up. I don't know if it's because the defense became more conservative. They were up like 28-7 or something like that, if I believe.
No,
If
they're up
I'm
28-0, bro.
28, yeah. So yeah, they were spanking the Packers. So I'm just thinking that a lot of his touchdowns were garbage time touchdowns. You know how Dak Prescott did that a lot back in the day.
That's
A
why
lot
he
of
looked
garbage
good.
time stuff, and then his stat line looks amazing at the end of the game. You're like, whoa, Dak had a stat line of 404 touchdowns. What happened? And it's like, no, but they weren't playing defense. So I think that's what happened in this game as well too. But it started to get a little bit too close at the end of that game
Yep.
because they only lost by 2 points.
Yep.
Had they gotten an onside kick, or maybe not, maybe scored on one of the possessions that they got stopped on in
They
that
probably would
second
have won
half,
that game.
it would have been it would have been really really different for the Vikings, and we would probably be saying it's Sam Darnold the pumpkin again. But Sam Darnold is balling.
Hey man, again, the Jets need to be court-martialed because how in the world this man's over here balling out, bro? Like, come
Bro,
on.
I don't
I
get it.
get it. He got the receivers, but still, bro, like it still takes the quarterback to actually throw the ball.
Crazy. It's just crazy, man. The Jets need to be steady on drafting
Everything.
quarterbacks who are actually good, but they make them look bad until the quarterback goes somewhere else. It's crazy.
We
Because
might
we're
not
going to talk
even think
about
Zach
Geno in a
Wilson's that
second.
bad. We might
Huh?
not even think Zach Wilson's that bad. He's just gonna go to another team.
Send him
Because
to the Giants after Daniel Jones, and let's see.
yep, as well. As well. Shit.
Next game up, we both picked it. Falcons beat the Saints
Bro,
26-24.
a game, bro. That was a good game.
That was a game. That was a really, really good game. Young Way Cool coming in clutch with the last second field goal for the Falcons to win the game. Kirk Cousins at 1 o'clock, man. That man is like unstoppable at 1 o'clock, man. I'm telling you, you play him at 1 o'clock, you got a problem.
That man looking like, bro. All I know is that, bro. Like, what did Kyle Pitts do to this organization? Not to get the ball, bro. Like,
thank you. I appreciate this week. I went against Kyle Pitts in 2 different leagues. You had Kyle Pitts, and I had someone in another league that had Kyle Pitts, and I was like,
this man
thank
scored
you,
a fat
God.
donut. Literally a fat donut.
Thank you, God. And then in the other league where I was going against Mark Andrews, going against Kyle Pitts, I had Mark Andrews as my starting tight end. He gave 0-2. I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, the Zach likely is literally the player to go to. I've been saying that though. I was kind of said that a couple weeks ago, but yeah,
it's crazy. The tight end position is starting to get a little interesting in fantasy because people are talking about, are we going to start substituting for a flex, which is starting to get real interesting.
I'm in 2 leagues that doesn't have a tight end, and let me tell you something, bro. It's the best thing that could have happened.
Bro, that tight end position is crazy this year. Like, I've never seen it be so crazy than it is this year. It is wild. Like, if you don't have, well, Trey McBride had a concussion last week, but Trey McBride, Travis Kelce,
Brock Bowers is the only one that's
Brock Bowers. Those are about the only, and Travis Kelce just had a good game this week against the Chargers. So it's like, if you don't have one of them 3, you're screwed at tight end.
Mm-hmm.
You're screwed. One that we both picked and was absolutely wrong on. Bucks beating the Eagles 33-16.
We have both had the Eagles. That's right.
Granted, hear me out. This is what I want to say about this game, right? Because I know you don't like the Eagles. I understand they're in your division, so you're going to take a loss anytime, no matter if you're wrong or right. I understand it. However, because I know a lot of people are going crazy on Jalen Hurts.
Not Jalen Hurts. Put some respect on Baker Mayfield, man.
Baker had a good game.
He owns Philly, bro. He runs Philadelphia.
Baker played an amazing game. I'm not going to lie. However, the Eagles did not have Lane Johnson. They did not have A.J. Brown. They did not have Devontae Smith.
Yep.
So, although they lost this game,
there's a meme that he looks like Daniel Jones.
I still believe that the Eagles can still win the division if they get back healthy. Because Saquon, he had 10 rushes for 84 yards. That's 8.4 yards a rush.
This man's starting to be cursed. If they don't win the division, this man's cursed.
if they just had somewhat of an offense to keep the game competitive, I think the game would have turned out differently, and Saquon would have had more of an impact in the game. But being that you're down your 2 best receivers, you're down is he the right tackle? I believe he's the right tackle.
Yeah, Lane John's the right tackle.
Best right tackle in the game. You almost lose every single time he doesn't even play. So I understand people are asking like, is Jalen Hurts the problem? I'm gonna say no, he's not the problem. I think it's more of a Nick Sirianni problem, to be
Oh, Nick
honest.
Sirianni's retarded. I hate
I
using that
think
word,
I
but
think it's
this
more of a
man is
Nick
just.
Sirianni problem than it is a Jalen Hurts problem because anyone out there, you take their two best receivers off the
Mhm.
team, they're not winning the game
No, Nick
unless you're Patrick
Sirianni's a
Mahomes and Josh
problem.
Allen. Those are about the only two who I can name that if you took their two best receivers,
Mhm.
I could see them still winning the game. Anybody else, you're losing.
Yep.
I'm sorry to tell
Yep.
you, you're losing. You take those two receivers off of the Lions, Jared Goff is not doing anything.
Mhm.
You take them two receivers out of Seattle, Geno Smith is not doing anything.
Nope.
You take those two receivers out of Miami, if Tua was playing, he wouldn't be able to do anything. Like I want people to understand how he went out there with Jahan Dotson as his number one receiver.
Mhm.
Jahan Dotson couldn't even get on the field anymore for Washington in year
Yep.
3.
I
Like
remember that.
I,
And they
I
have
want people
Paris
to understand
Campbell.
it.
And Paris Campbell.
And Paris Campbell, what did he do? What was he like as a number two receiver with the Colts? They were bad, in
And
case
he
people didn't remember, they
and
were
he played
bad.
for us. He didn't do anything either.
So you feel me? So like he didn't really have too many options out there. He still gave them two touchdowns as well to himself, a
Yep.
rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown. So credit
I
to
still
Baker
think it's Nick
Mayfield.
Sirianni. I've been saying that since last year. It's
Yeah,
Nick
no,
Sirianni.
I think it's Nick Sirianni. That's another one that's on the
No,
hot seat.
Eagles
Because
fans
you
are
know
going on his head, bro.
I was saying,
Eagles fans can.
Philly don't play. Philly
Yep.
they be ready to fire the coach like that. Oh, we two
They
and two.
fired.
Coach got to go.
They
Like
fired Doug. They fired Dougie. Heartbeat, even though they wanted him a
right
Super
after he
Bowl.
won the Super Bowl. Right after he won the Super Bowl, they got rid of him. So you feel me? I understand. Jalen Hurts. Y'all may think he's the issue. He's not the issue. The Eagles are banged up on offense, but credit to Baker Mayfield. He went out there and had a game, 347
Hmm.
yards,
And
two
he had
touchdowns,
a
and he had a
rushing
rushing
touchdown.
touchdown as
Yep.
well too. So he went out there and had a day. It's not like they didn't do anything, and then the Eagles just was that bad that they was able to win the game without doing anything. No, Baker Mayfield went out there and played
Hmm.
his tail off and won that game. So get respect to Baker, but
Well,
I
the
want
only
people
team
to,
that really took him a chance was Tampa, and look, it's paying off, bro.
yeah. I just want people to relax on Jalen Hurts. When AJ Brown comes back
You
and
know I'm
and
big. You
Devontae,
know I'm the biggest Jalen Hurts hater, bro.
yeah, I know. When AJ come back and Devontae Smith come back, if he's still doing the same thing, okay, then we can have this conversation again. But until he get those receivers back, let's relax on the whole Jalen Hurts thing for now.
Speaking of the laughing stock, as we talk about Dougie, can we talk about this game real quick? Now they're officially the laughing stock of the whole entire NFL.
Who you talking about?
Jaguars.
Oh yeah, we could talk about that game because I know Gio might watch these episodes, and yeah, 24-20. Jaguars have not won since the week after Thanksgiving of last year.
Nah, bro, that's criminal, bro. That needs to be studied. I remember
Crazy.
they were selling those playoff tickets. They were already selling those playoff tickets.
Yeah, and they even make the playoffs. Crazy. It's crazy because the a reporter asked Doug Peterson, does he think his job is on the line? And he looked at him weird, like, my job on the line. Like, what do you mean my job's on the line?
What do you
So
what? What?
I
Guy,
don't know.
you better be hoping and praying they don't fire you.
I don't know if he got the memo or not, but y'all 0-4, brother. And y'all last win was November 26th.
Of last year.
I don't know if you noticed or not. That's a long time ago.
You didn't even get a win in 17 or 18 when it was January. You still had a chance to win one more game in January, so you could have been perfectly fine.
He has not won a game in the year 2024 yet. Not one game that has counted. I don't know about preseason because I don't know what their record was in preseason.
No, that doesn't count, bro. That doesn't count.
Yeah, that doesn't count. But any games
You and
that
I
matter,
can play preseason and win games, bro. Come on.
he hasn't won a game in 2024. So
Exactly.
yeah, and Nico Collins, oh my god, he is a dude.
This man had 100. This man almost had like 120 yards, bro. Like,
no, he had 112 receptions, 151 yards in the touchdown.
That's college level, right? That's college stats, bro.
That boy's out there like he playing at Michigan again. He is going crazy.
Well, I already know he's a Michigan fan. I know a Michigan fan is also a Raiders fan, so you already know he's having a blast seeing his Michigan players doing good.
Yeah. So, oh, you got to get on this one because you gotta hold you accountable for this one.
Which one?
Bengals beat Panthers 34
Bruh, I know
24.
I can't I cannot believe it. I thought I mean I could believe it, but I had to make that, thinking that, okay, Panthers look good. I mean anybody can look good against the Raiders, but still, like I didn't think I thought it was gonna be not that close, but actually it was close than we actually thought it would be.
Well,
Because
granted, wait, because on paper it looks closer. If you watch the game, it wasn't close.
oh,
It
I only watched
yeah,
Red Zone.
yeah. So yeah, I watch Red Zone. I kind of pay attention to everything. So the game actually wasn't as close as it was. What's his face? Joe Burrow threw a late interception. They
Oh.
went down, scored a touchdown, made it 10. Tried to stop the Bengals. They didn't get to stop the Bengals, and the Bengals just ran the rest of the clock out, won by 10 points. So the Bengals were actually up by 17. And then Joe Burrow threw an interception.
It's crazy that I took out Rashard White and I put Chuba Hubbard like last minute. He just
Paid
went
off.
off.
Paid off. It paid off.
I had 161 points that week, bro.
Yeah, it paid off. So yeah, so I mean, like I said, bro, Joe Burrow,
I still think that, bro, you have to question sometimes some things that he does is still
other
questionable, bro.
other than week one was bad. I'm not
Mhm.
saying it was good at all. But every other week, he's been balling. It's just the defense is not really that good.
No.
They played halfway decent, but it's the Panthers. Everybody defense played good against
High
the
school
Panthers.
football
So
team could be playing good against the
yeah,
Panthers, bro.
you feel me? We can go out there and get Varela, and they'll probably look good against the Panthers. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, but Joe Burrow looked good. 22 of 31,
Finally,
232
Jamar
yards.
Chase is getting fed, bro.
Yeah, and granted, he didn't really get fed that much.
Yeah.
It's just that 63-yard touchdown that he had one. And you taunted me with that, and I was like, oh, you're gonna pay for
No,
that
you
one.
know what's funny? That one and the Collins touchdown happened at the same exact time.
That's crazy. Yeah, it did. It did. It did. It did.
I
It
was
did.
like,
It
what?
did. So yeah. So yeah. I mean, like I said, the Bengals have no choice but to win. It's gonna be tough because this week coming up, they got the Ravens. So we'll talk
Yep.
about that in the next video with the picks and everything. So they got a tough hill to climb.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said last week, if any quarterback can do it, I think Joe Burrow can do it.
Exactly. Speaking
But
of
that
other team that other Geo, because another team we got it wrong.
yeah, because
I cannot believe.
we gotta give him his time. We gotta give him his
Oh my
time. We
God,
gotta
bro!
give him his
Like,
respect because he been on us. So we both
this
picked.
man he had everything lined up. We had like a 5-paragraph essay ready for that, bro.
We both picked the Steelers to beat the Colts, and the Colts win 27-24.
Without AR, bro. Without AR.
Listen, Gio, right? Because this is messages for you, right? I'm gonna tell you like this: if it wasn't for Anthony Richardson getting injured,
They would have lost
y'all
that
would have
game.
lost that game. Okay? Because Anthony Richardson was not going to throw the ball how Joe Flacco was throwing that ball.
That
I
man
don't
was
know
just
what has gotten into Joe Flacco since he's become the backup quarterback. Like he wants to take everybody's starting position
because
apparently when
he's
he becomes the
fresh.
back.
He's ready to
You feel
go.
me? Like he got into the booth and like he just got all of the year that he won the Super Bowl
Mm-hmm.
skills back and everything. I don't know what's going on here,
I think it's
but
just like how I was playing in baseball terms. You have that middle reliever / closer ready to go.
yeah, it's like he's like, I got y'all, bro. Don't worry about it. I got you, bro. I'm gonna go
I'm
ahead and
ready,
get this
bro.
done for you, bro. It's like, what are you doing? Like, relax when you come in the game. Act like a regular backup. Act like Tyler Huntley. Act like Tim Boyle, like Skylar Thompson. We need
Bro,
that.
how
You
many
put
backups you gonna name for the Dolphins, bro? I don't think we're gonna have enough backups by
yeah,
the end
that
of the
was off the
season.
Dolphins. That's crazy. My bad. But yeah, man,
Like
like
Colt
he coming to
McCoy,
the
bro.
game.
Act like Colt McCoy.
You feel me? Like act like Easton Stick or something. Like come on, man. But he comes into the game nonetheless. They win the game 27-24. But I gotta say, I don't know what the Steelers gonna do with this quarterback
They
situation.
better not take out Fields, bro,
If
because
I
Fields
was
had a
them,
game.
I would keep Justin Fields
Mm-hmm.
as my starting quarterback. This is the best that I have ever seen Justin Fields play.
Exactly.
Even the year where they went 7-10 and he had
Mm-hmm.
1,000 rushing yards and everything. This is the best Justin Fields I have ever seen.
Exactly.
I honestly believe that the Bears let him down.
Yep.
Like, I know it's only 4 games in, but from what he was with the Bears compared to what he's doing in these 4 games for the Steelers, and granted, this was all in a loss. he lost his game. But if he can play like that when the defense is playing good too, oh man, they could potentially win the division.
Mm-hmm.
Like that quarterback play could help them win the division for sure.
I just hope they don't bring back Wilson. I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it, he's a veteran quarterback, but you cannot take this man out right now. Like you can't, like he's playing hot. You can't take it out.
100%. Now I agree as well too. I wouldn't take him out either. And I also think putting Russell in will kind of mess the chemistry up because George Pickens is loving the fact that Justin Fields is starting.
Mm-hmm.
The team looks energized. The team, like every single week we saw from week 1 all the way to week 4, we saw the offense get better and better and better and better and better every single week. So I love what I'm seeing from Justin Fields. I'm hoping that Mike Tomlin keeps him in, lets him get those reps, continue to build chemistry with that team. Like I said, he's young. He's still only 25 years old.
Yep.
Has a bunch of potential still. And I hope that he can have like a Baker Mayfield type of comeback that like what he did with the Bucks. And hopefully the Steelers can be his home. And
exactly. We would love to see that, bro. I would love to see that.
I would love to see it as well, too. Like I said, I've been a Justin Fields fan since he came into the league. Unfortunately, he didn't play so good with the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the Bears. Sorry. But yeah, I love what I'm seeing. And like I said, the Steelers are like my second favorite team. I love George Pickens. I love Najee Harris. I love Mike Tomlin.
You got Najee Harris playing, bro. That tells you right there, bro. You got Najee Harris playing, bro.
You feel me? You got Najee Harris wanting to play. It's crazy. Granted, his rushing is not looking as good, but he is catching passes and everything as well too. So yeah, that Steelers team is looking great.
Speaking about former team, they actually won.
Oh yeah, the Bears. Won. Yeah, and we both picked the Rams as well too.
Of course,
Bears win the game. And I went and looked at the stat line, right? Because I watched a little bit of the game, but it got too boring for me, so I didn't really want to.
Yeah, that game was a snooze fest.
And it's just that the Rams couldn't stop DeAndre Swift. That was literally what it was. If they were able to stop DeAndre Swift, they would have won this game.
Bro, DeAndre Swift has not had a good game, good season at all until today.
Until that week, literally until that week. 16 rushes, 93 yards, a touchdown, 7 receptions, 72 yards. This is man Alvin Kamara.
There's no Aaron Donald anymore. That's what it is.
So yeah, I mean that Aaron Donald is massive. That just goes to show us how much of a great player he was because that defense looks night and day with him not on there anymore.
Literally a shadow of their former selves, basically.
And granted, don't get me wrong, their offense is banged up. From O-line to skill positions, you name it, they are banged up. So if they can string along a couple of wins in these next couple of weeks, I do think that they can resurrect their season because they'll have Puka Nacua coming back. They'll have Cooper Kupp coming back.
Yep.
And that will help the offense out a lot. Some of that O-line is going to come back as well, too. So that can take off some pressure off that defense because they won't have to be on the field as long. But they just they got to survive for these next couple of weeks. Next game, starting off the
Commanders are 3-1, bro. Can you believe this, bro? The Commanders are 3. I mean, the Cardinals have no defense. Let's be realistic. They have no defense.
They have no defense, but no one expected No one expected the Commanders to be 3-1. Going into week 5, no one expected the Commanders to be 3-1 and lead in the NFC East. No one. It's tremendous what Jaden Daniels is doing. He do about 2 or 3 more weeks of this. He's going to have rookie of the year locked up unless Malik Neighbors can stay on his tail and go crazy on his stat line because the wins don't matter for him. But if he can go crazy on the stat line, it's looking like Jaden Daniels is going to run away with the rookie of the year.
Yep.
And for the second year in a row, the second quarterback that was drafted was the better quarterback to pick. It's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
It's crazy. But
I mean, I was not surprised, but
Congrats to Washington. They got their franchise quarterback. Let's not have a Robert Griffin III situation again, Washington.
Oh my God.
Let's keep this man safe. He is very entertaining to watch. I like watching Commanders football right now. So please, let's keep him healthy and let's get more than 2 seasons out of him, please.
Exactly.
And thank you.
Speaking of rookie QBs, when is Derrick May going to actually play that's going to start a game? I think the Jacoby Brissett experiment is done. It's ran its course.
if he don't start, because they just lost to the 49ers 30-13. If Drake May is not starting by week 6, something's not right.
Yep.
He's far behind on his development than what they're trying to portray, because I don't see why he's not in the game now anymore.
Yep.
Their offense is stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
They can't get 20 points anymore since I don't think they've scored 20 points since week 1. Jacoby Brissett's stat line was 1932, 168 yards.
That's crazy.
1 touchdown, bro. 1 interception.
What the hell does this man throw? A dick and dunks?
There was not even anyone. There was no one else's stats that I was even interested in even writing down, because they were too bland. I didn't want to write any of it down. I felt like I was wasting space on my paper, so I decided not to do any of that. So yeah, if he's not starting by week 6, we got to get on the phone with Robert Kraft and see what he got going on, because it's not making no sense. And so I can just get it out the way and talk about it and get it over with, because I'm tired of the refs. But I'm not gonna blame it on the refs, because we were injured, and I'm gonna give them their win. I'm not gonna use our week for the refs. You can use the other 3 weeks if you guys want to, but this week I'm not gonna use the refs. The Chiefs beat the Chargers 17-10.
And they sabotaged their own player.
And sabotaged their own player. That's the bright part for me. They could have won the battle. But are they going to win the war now?
I don't know. We'll see.
Because that's very, very interesting. Because he was their offense.
Yep.
Pacheco was on IR. Kelsey looks like he lost a step. There's no other receivers on that team.
Xavier Worthy's still improving, so
yeah. I'm sorry, Xavier Worthy. Yeah, he's decent. I'll give it to him. He's a pretty decent rookie, but he's a rookie at the end of the day. That's a lot of pressure that you guys are putting on a rookie.
I know you want to get this out of the way too, because you don't like it either. The Raiders won.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next. But yeah, so the Chiefs, they win. There was a lot of questionable calls in there, but like I said, I'm not gonna bring the refs in it. I'll let them have their win this week. We were injured. Wait till we see you guys at the end of the season.
I didn't watch that game, bro. I had not because of you guys. I just had no interest in watching the Chiefs. But I'm just tired of the freaking Chiefs. Chiefs that. Chiefs this.
Don't
Chiefs
get me wrong. We were hanging with them. For us to be injured, we were hanging with them. We didn't have a left tackle. We didn't have a right tackle. And yet we were still able to hang with them. So I like what I saw from the Chargers. Don't get me wrong. I know Justin Herbert was a little frustrated on the sideline. Justin Herbert, keep your head up. Better days are coming. We are finna get healthy, and we were finna go on a run. You just hold on, brother. We are coming. Pause. But yeah, I like what I saw from the Chargers. We were just too banged up to win that game, and Derrick James was suspended, so we didn't have enough to beat them. Like you said, Raiders won against the Browns, 20-16.
Anybody could beat the Browns. Anybody could beat the Browns. That's how I see it.
The only good news I got out of that was Devontae Adams requested a trade. Get out of there, Devontae. You should have never went there. I like you too much. You should not be in Las Vegas with those Raiders. They do not deserve your talent. Get out of there, brother.
They don't deserve my talking to. But anyways, let's move. I don't have not much to say. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Let's move on.
Congratulations, Raiders fans.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Exactly. Buffalo Wild Wings back to reality, bro. Because Derrick Henry had 199 yards, bro. 199
I told you.
The Lord and Savior, King Henry.
I told you. I had a feeling. I was like, I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling that the Ravens are going to win this game. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how they were going to do it, but they were going to find a way to win this game.
Derrick Henry just exposed it, literally the entire
24 rushes, 199 yards,
that's
one
insane,
touchdown,
bro.
and a receiving touchdown as well, too. Can't have a better stat line.
You know the crazy part is I think the weight loss had something to do with it, which is crazy.
Man, listen, Derrick Henry still got it. I don't know what Tennessee was thinking. Derrick Henry still got it. Dallas, y'all messed up. Y'all should have offered that man some money because he wanted to come and play with y'all. He had a house in Dallas already, and y'all messed it up. Y'all would have had a run game. Y'all would have had a pass game, and y'all could have potentially been winning the NFC East. But because Jerry Jones thinks he knows it all, and he thinks that he can draft anybody that he wants and win with whoever he drafts, that is what messed y'all up. So now, eat it,
it's
Cowboys.
It's an ego thing, bro. It's an ego thing.
Monday night, just to get this out the way, Titans beat the Dolphins
Wait, wait,
31-12.
wait. Hold on. A Pokemon beat the Dolphins. A Pokemon beat them. Mason Rudolph looks like a freaking like side duck from Pokemon. Like literally, this man walks like a freaking duck, and you're telling me you couldn't beat this man? Not Will Levis, Mason Rudolph.
Man, Dolphins
That
out
defense
here,
is
y'all,
garbage.
man.
I don't care what you gotta talk about that offense. I don't care how many quarterbacks.
At
The
this point,
defense
it ain't even fun making fun of the Dolphins anymore because they don't have no offense to even contend with anything.
that's just killing me in fantasy, bro. No lie, because I
Uh,
have freaking Tyreek. But it is what it is.
yeah. So yeah, no, like I said, bro, no Tua, no offense. It's just that simple.
Yeah,
Um,
they probably thought we're gonna have a nice little conversation about it. No, I'm good. I don't have to waste my breath on no offense or
yeah,
defense.
yeah, nah, that's just not it. Last game of the week, Lions Seahawks.
That was a good game, bro.
Oh my God, that game was so entertaining. Thank you to all my players that played on Monday night. Help me get this
I
40,
was just like,
40
how is
point
this man
comeback.
gonna think that he gonna do it on Monday night? I was just thinking, I'm like, this man really think he's gonna do it on Monday night? Yeah, right. I'm wrong.
Derrick Goff, 18 for 18, 292, 2 touchdowns, and a receiving touchdowns will take. Jared Goff, have a day, brother. Have a
Kenneth Walker have a day, three
day.
tutties.
I had him in one league or two, and he helped
I
me
have
win
him in
this
the
one
league as
too.
well. Yep.
Yeah, 12 carries, 80 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 receptions, 38 yards. You have yourself a day too, Kenneth Walker. And Geno Smith, do not get me wrong, he balled out. He had a really
Yeah, he
good
did
game.
ball down.
38 of 56, 395 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception,
Yep.
38 rushing yards. And that is the recap for this week in week 4.
Like,
Guys,
subscribe, y'all. Do what y'all gotta do. You already know. It's gonna be in the
you already
comment section
know it.
somewhere.
Put them comments in there. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until tomorrow, we have our picks for week
And
5.
fuck the Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
Peace.